allow me to get your blood boiling. Let me know. Please. You've got the headphones. I think you should be able to hear this. Great camera work, White House. Let me say that first off.
Is this one of his fake sets?
Send a direct message to the American people. Due to the steps we've taken, Omicron has not yet spread as fast as it would have otherwise done. And that's happening in Europe. But it's here now, and it's spreading, and it's going to increase. For unvaccinated, we are looking at a winter of severe illness and death for unvaccinated. For themselves, their families, and the hospitals they'll soon overwhelm. But there's good news. If you're vaccinated, you have your booster shot, you're protected from severe illness and death, period. Number 2, booster shots.
No, I mean, I just took a number 2.
Are free, safe, and convenient. Thank you all very much.
The only real protection, you know, it's funny. I just saw someone.
Then take that fucking thing off your face, Joe.
I know. And you know what? That doctor who always pops up on CNN, she's the Asian lady, Dr. Luen
Chung.
Wen. It's W-E-N.
Oh, Win.
She makes my blood boil too. She just said that the cloth masks are, this is coming from CNN, are no good. They're just facial decorations. And she said, you need a 2-ply surgical mask or an N95. So she just admitted that the cloth masks don't work, so that's pointless what he's wearing. But talk about coming out the gates with some fear porn. If you're unvaccinated, you're looking at
severe winter of death
and illness. And it's, you know what this reminds me of? Shepard Smith, throwback with the hurricane. Dude, that's what it reminds me of, where he goes, and your kids will die too.
I didn't believe you when you told me that. That's one of our funniest clips.
Dude, that was so funny. That's what this is reminding me of, except he's way less funny, and he's just stupid. He's out there promoting and saying some outlandish garbage. And you know what's funny? If this is like a tactic to make us like feel scared, I don't know what world they live in, because at this point, it's not even vaccine hesitancy. It's just a no. There's no hesitancy anymore. You know what I mean? Like for these people, you know? So I don't understand this tactic at all. Like, you know, it's going to be death and everyone's going to die for you unvaccinated folks. But if you've been vaccinated, you did your part. You're great. Get your booster.
Did you notice his total change of tone?
Oh, immediately.
For somebody who's out of it, he's still a cunning fucking politician bastard.
Oh, yeah, he's a conniving little shit.
There's he's been training that muscle, his politician muscle, his bullshit muscle, AKA, for 72 years. How long has he been in politics? 50-something.
Yeah, before I was alive.
Yeah, before most of the people watching this were fucking alive. And if anyone has old memories of Joe Biden, typically they're racist, not good, or of him just plagiarizing countless speeches.
I know. Plagiarizing. I remember watching a video someone compiled of all these clips of people on the news literally saying, like, is this a career ender for him? Getting caught plagiarizing a speech.
I hear that. And to me, I know a president, him aside right now, a president shouldn't bullshit society. If there was a real thing going on, I would want somebody in charge to be like, hey, y'all, I know I'm supposed to comfort the people,
but I'm really serious.
Right.
When I say this.
There's just no ounce of comfort in that statement. That's just what you said. Direct fucking fear-mongering, which there needs to be some sort of law against that for people in power to... Because that has tremendous influence, what he just said. People are really taking heed to that and really freaking out. A lot of them, like you said, there's no hesitancy. It's either no or more.
At this point, I mean, like the people who wanted to get it got it. But the problem also is there's no evidence to even back up what he's saying. The evidence is clear that the symptoms are more mild for the Omicron from the CDC.
You're getting like me. I say Omicron.
Omicron.
You want to say it wrong on purpose?
Yeah, let's just say Omicron.
Omicron.
And plus the science from Africa, where it originated from, South Africa, they're already saying that it's on the wane. Like it was a quick spike and it's already coming down. And another thing people got to realize too, who gives a shit about cases? Let's focus on hospitalizations and death if it's that bad. I'm not hearing shit about that.
I think I just listened to something, it was a couple days old, but they had claimed on that Slightly Offensive, 1 death worldwide as of 5 days ago. And that's, again, I'll put something on the screen to verify that. But
well, it's a shame too, because this mouthpiece for all this propaganda is trickling down. Universal's reinstating their indoor mask policy. And I don't know if it's true. You might know this because you're more into sports than I am. I saw a tweet talking about no college playoff game should be canceled. I don't know if there's buzz about that happening or something.
The tweet was saying, please do not cancel the games.
I'll pull it up for you right now. Well, fuck.
If you can find it.
If I can find it.
I didn't even think about that. Yeah, because we're getting into the college bowl season and shit, March.
That's what I'm saying, dude. And people like this, that would be ridiculous if they did that.
Well, I always go to the players.
I found it.
Okay.
Under no circumstances, by Clay Travis. Under no circumstances should any college football playoff game be canceled for COVID, period. The new CFP guidelines are embarrassing. College kids have zero danger. They should all be able to play, positive or not. I don't know. So whatever guidelines he's talking about, but they must have been updated since this whole Omicron.
Dude, there's already been obviously canceled sports events and stuff, and where my heart goes to, it seems like, oh, who cares? But having been a former athlete at any capacity, the seniors, especially who have been with that team the whole time, maybe they know they're not going to the NFL. This last bowl game,
this is it for them.
It's their chance to go out on their sword, give it their all, and they're going to get robbed because of some government bullshit.
And bottom line, 2 years into this, as the virus is mutating and getting weaker, clearly, based on like, what are we doing? Like, how long are we going to go round and round with this shit?
It's getting boring.
Yeah, because people like you and me, we were moving on with life, everyone in Florida. This is still in the news, so it's something we're talking about the ridiculous shit they're pulling elsewhere in the country.
Right.
But it's like, yeah, I mean, it's like, dude, are we going to move on to something else, or is this going to be the dominating force for all eternity or for the foreseeable future as long as we're going to be alive? Because I'm so over it, and you know what people are going to say? They're going to be thinking like, well, you're over it. Say that to someone who lost their grandma. That's like literally the line that keeps coming. And you know what I have to say? People die, and people will continue to die. We will die. It could be by anything. Like, you can choose to live in a bubble, in a vessel, and never experience life again. Fauci's I literally just watched a clip of him, the news just feeds right in. They have him on and they go, so if a family has a family member who's unvaccinated, should they come for the holidays? They're just handing him the fear-mongering door open to just say, and he goes, no, if they're unvaccinated, I really think they should tell them, not this year. And I'm like, who in their right mind's doing that?
Nobody. Well, obviously.
Some people. Because they're like, Aunt Susie, you're not vaccinated. You can't come.
And then they'll
can't come this year.
Get all self-aggrandizing on their Facebook. It was a tough decision, but public health is important. We chose for Aunt Susie, and they tag Aunt Susie like a fucking asshole,
I know,
to not show up this year.
Because she chooses not to get the jab, and we choose safety. We want to have safe holidays.
I love my family.
So what are you saying? Are you saying that your jab doesn't work?
Wait, what?
Fauci's also a dude who suggested that you can catch AIDS by standing next to someone.
That's right.
Yeah, he's a fucking douche.
He's been in this bullshit game, the bullshit misinformation health game for decades.
Yeah.
I remember going through when I was all obsessed with the dark web, and you could go on WikiLeaks and there was the Hillary's email server and you could just search it.
I remember when you were like, yo,
To me, I thought I was like breaking the biggest dark news or story there was. I mean, it was public info, but there were so many emails of Fauci, and Hillary Rodham Clinton kissing each other's ass. I mean, they might as well have been blowing each other. It was just the most, because she's got a cock. It was the most ass kissery I've ever seen in my life of just, oh, you are just such a great, and this is, I'm talking her original run for president in 2008.
Oh, yeah.
Emails as far back as then of him just, he's always just been ingratiated with them. And he looked at this COVID pandemic that if you're going to listen and believe Mr. Waters, which I tend to because there's facts behind Anthony Fauci funded that lab.
Well, it got
for gain of function research.
It's all but, it's proven. He's just not going to get in trouble for it.
No, and
that's why Rand Paul had that bombshell line dropped the mic line when he said when Fauci in the Congress said, frankly, he doesn't know what he's talking about. Something like, I don't know what you, and then, or something like, basically dismissed Rand Paul, and Rand Paul, just one last quip, just goes, yeah, we'll let history figure it out in the end, or something like that. And it was so epic, because he knows, we all know, that he did fund it.
Well, going back to Fauci and emails, the emails came out. I don't know who leaked them, if it was Veritas or a third party or just a rogue investigative journalist, of him admitting, you know what, the masks that most people wear, this is months and months ago, maybe last year, admitting that the masks were just not effective, but we're going to tell people to wear them out of just to make them feel better. And then when there was a massive mask shortage and we couldn't get them to people, just tell them masks aren't that important. And then, go back on it.
Yeah.
It'd be one thing if he came out with one opinion and he stuck to it. I can disagree with him. I can't hate on him that much for having an opinion that I disagree with. We can disagree and it would end there. What's despicable is the flip and the flop and the I'm going to do whatever I'm paid to do and paid to say.
Pretty much. And he's the highest paid dude up in Washington, from my understanding, too.
I'd love to dig more into...
And he's been around for decades.
Him
get
and
rid
the
of this
AIDS crisis.
Dude.
Savants, Google Dr. Fauci and the AIDS crisis. There was a shout out to the Gay Who Strayed on Instagram, version 2, I think it is now, because they took down her page. She had posted something about it.
Yeah, I saw that.
She's got a lot of great things she posts. People's trust of this little fink still puzzles me to this day. There's people, I view him personally as a creepy looking man. He's got a creepy, just mouse-like way about him. The little Italian accent pisses me off. I love Italian people. I hate him.
Yeah, no, he's the worst, dude. Whenever I see his clips now, I'm like, let's see what this clown has to say. And he's sitting there with his little background, and he says, Julie, I really don't want to give a number right now. All I can tell you is that get vaccinated, and if you're eligible, get your booster so you could enjoy the holidays with your family. I really don't recommend you spending time with people in your family who haven't been vaccinated because the risks are just too high.
What up? Hope you liked that video. Listen, YouTube tells us that over 90% of the people who are watching right now don't even subscribe to the channel. So do us a favor, scroll down just a little bit, hit the like button, hit the subscribe, and hit the little notification bell, because YouTube also doesn't always tell you when we upload new videos. We appreciate all the support. Love you.